Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Yesterday I received a video with these people here. I'm recognizing why I got the video, but I didn't know at that time what it was all about. But they were singing some sort of old religious song, some kind of old hymn. I thought someone was like, on their way out, how to do their farewells and their goodbyes or whatever. I thought they were celebrating someone on their way out of the earth. But is this Joe River or Joe's River thing that's going on in St. Joseph, when in truth and in fact, the people, all these people here, all of them here, should have gone together as a community and bought whatever land that they wanted to make sure was good for them to get to where they're going. You buy and you secure the areas so that no one else buys it and try to assert any sort of, blockage. Okay? They can't do it because they don't own it. So this thing gets me kind of upset. And I know that people are going to say, oh, Sherry Veronica, you're talking nonsense. But you can say that. But I'm still going to say what I'm going to say. You need to buy what you want. You need to own what you want to control. You have to own what you want to control. Okay? Now, these people at Joe's River got Town and Country Planning approval. There's nothing illegal though. That's the thing. There's nothing illegal about what happened there at Joe's River. It's just the local people are saying that they're having an issue getting to where they want to go. Now, when you travel the world, and if you've ever been to a private island or to some, like Nice, for instance, in Paris, Nice, France, Nice, that's a place where the whole place is owned by certain people. And it wasn't as though people would say, oh, they're rich and they're wealthy. But when you talk to the people there, when they bought up that area to make sure that no one came and tried to like call the shots, they weren't rich. They became rich after they bought it, after they got together, banded together, and they spent money they didn't even have. They put everything into buying those particular lands in certain areas of Nice. They're rich now because when you come to Nice and you want to enjoy the food and have a place to stay or whatever, it's money in their pockets. So they got together to make sure that their future was secure and no one can tell them you can't park there, you can't go to this beach, you can't walk there. No one can tell them that because they own it. They own it. Now, this is what I'm saying to you people on the islands. If you have a particular area that you like to traverse, you like to sit on the beach, you like that particular route to the beach, buy the land, own it, put some guest houses, some Airbnbs or whatever you call it, do something. And then, although it may be hard to come up with the money initially, but if there's a lot of you, that makes it easier. And then you rent to people who want to come and enjoy the beach, and they can't. If a renter won't be able to tell you you can't do this or you can't do that, and your easements or whatever you do is going to protect you. Whatever you do, once you own that land, it protects you. It's going to be written into whatever documentation that pleases you because you are the owner. So you have to become owners. When I saw that video, I'm not even going to go back to look for it or to view it because it upsets me. I just cannot understand how people want to stand and tell people what to do when they don't own nothing. You don't own nothing. You don't own anything. Okay? And when, let's say that they had the power, let's say that someone in this particular group, still talking about these people, let's say that they had the money to buy that particular land, they would do the same thing the white man is doing. Black people do the same thing white people do. They will want, even now in Barbados, where people are landlocked, neighbors don't want you coming through the little alley, coming through to get to your house. Oh, you have to beg me. You have to get on your knee. They do the same thing to each other. They do the same thing to each other when it's a situation where, someone is in the center area of a lot. It's called being landlocked. They do the same thing to each other. They have their confusion and quarrels over land for each other. Instead of accommodating someone, say, okay, as long as I live here and as long as my family lives here, in fact, we should get together and make sure that there's an easement here for this person to get to where they're going, just in case I sell or my family sells after I pass on, that you're not hindered. You're able to pass freely through to get to your... That does not happen. That does not happen. People in Barbados stop their neighbors, ones that talk like them, look like them, go through the same things they've been through. You all came through the same boat, the same port, same boat every day. You came through the same thing. You would stop that person, argue with that person. There'd be quarrels, there'd be fights, and you just don't want someone to pass through a 5x2 space, a little tiny space. Let's say you don't want them to drive. You don't even want them to walk over land that you own, so that they can get to their house. So come on now. This is not anything about white people. This has nothing to do with anyone with any particular pigmentation. This is just the way you are. This is just the way you are. You want things for free. That's number one. You want things for free. When people do go about doing things the right way, because you don't own nothing, you don't like to be put out because someone came on and bought it from right under your feet. Someone came and bought that shit from right under your feet. You don't want that person to put the little bridge and do this and, oh, we're accustomed walking this way. Sometimes you buy land and someone would say, well, I'm accustomed playing cricket on that land. What you mean you accustomed playing cricket on this land? That's what you do. Oh, when I was a little boy, I used to play cricket on that land. When I was a little boy, that dunk tree that you bought, that you have there on your land, we used to pick dunks from that tree. Now when you bought the land, we can't pick dunks from the tree no more. That's how you behave. That's how you behave. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay? You don't want to buy it. You just want to control it, and you cannot control anything you don't own. You cannot control anything you do not own. This is Sherry Veronica.